Ever dreamt about waking up to a snow-kissed morning or enjoying a poutine in a bustling city square? Well, if you're nodding yes, Canada's calling your name. From the booming cities to serene townships, I have got a list of the top 10 most amazing, fun-filled, and downright fantastic places to live in Canada. So, are you ready to find your new Canadian home? Let's dive in. Number 1, Montreal. Let me tell you about Montreal. It's an amazing place. First off, it's kind of a sweet spot when it comes to living costs. It's cheaper than many other cities in Canada and most in North America. Imagine getting a one-bedroom apartment for an average of $930. Sounds pretty good, right? And that's not all. The city's cost of living index is lower than New York City by a whole 26%. Moving on, the quality of life in Montreal is fantastic. The life expectancy is about 82.17 years, and the healthcare system is pretty solid too. Plus, the crime rate is low, and that's something we can all appreciate, right? Education is also a strong point, with a high PISA ranking and McGill University making the top 50 in global university rankings. Not to mention, the startup scene is buzzing. And you know the best part? People in Montreal are some of the happiest I've ever seen. I mean, 94% of residents express satisfaction. It's got this super friendly vibe, and it's a pretty tolerant city overall. Plus, for those of us who love a good night out, the nightlife is thriving. Number 2, Calgary. Next up, we're heading to Calgary. Now, if you're budget conscious, this is a place you'll dig. The cost of housing here won't make your wallet cry, whether you're looking to rent a one-bedroom apartment or buy a single-family home. Calgary's got a beefy economy, with its muscles flexed in areas like energy, finance, and tech. And here's a fun nugget for you. It actually has the highest GDP per capita in all of Canada. The vibe in Calgary is all about diversity. It's like a giant global village with people from 240 different ethnic groups speaking 140 different languages. And you can't forget the Stampede. That's the annual event that really puts Calgary on the map. Also, this place is super green. We're talking over 10,000 hectares of parkland and natural spots. And let's not forget, it's a stone's throw away from the Rocky Mountains. So the view? Breathtaking. The weather is pretty decent too. You get to experience all 4 seasons in their full glory, and the sun makes a regular appearance. Number 3, Burlington. You won't believe this, but Burlington ranks super high when it comes to quality of life. I mean, it's at number 45 of 1,200 small cities in the US. That's saying something, right? What makes it awesome? Burlington's got a pretty high average income and a low unemployment rate. It's the kind of place where the economy is rock solid. It's ranked number 528 out of 1,200 small cities in the US for economic health. Also, there's a super diverse business sector here, with lots of both local and international companies. Crime rates are low, and it's got a police service that really works hard to keep things that way. Burlington's not just about work and safety though. You've got nature at your doorstep. Parks, trails, waterfronts, you name it. There's over 580 hectares of parkland, 31 kilometers of shoreline, and 100 kilometers of multi-use trails. Plus, it's got access to the Niagara Escarpment, a UNESCO World Biosphere Reserve with waterfalls, cliffs, forests, and more. Number 4, Ottawa. How about Ottawa? Let me tell you why. Safety is one of the top perks of living in Ottawa. It's one of the safest cities in Canada. The crime rate is low, and they've got a great healthcare system too. It's comforting to know you're safe, right? Ottawa is a goldmine for history buffs. It's the capital city of Canada and has a really multicultural and bilingual vibe. Plus, it has a great standard of living. Some of the cultural hotspots are Parliament Hill, the National Gallery of Canada, the Canadian Museum of History, and the Rideau Canal. One of the best things about Ottawa is the education system. There are many good schools, colleges, and universities. Not one, but two large universities, the University of Ottawa and Carleton University, call this city home. Jobs are aplenty too, especially if you're looking into the public sector. It being the federal government seat, that's kind of a given. But it's not just the government jobs. There's a strong tech sector as well, with big names like Shopify, IBM, Cisco, and Adobe having offices in the city. The purchasing power is high, and the unemployment rate is low. So, sounds like a win-win, right? Number 5, Quebec. You might also love Quebec City, because it's like walking through a cultural time capsule. You've got a splash of French here, a dash of British there, some indigenous roots, and a pinch of immigrant influence everywhere you look. And check this out. The History District is actually a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Yep, you heard right. It's the only city north of Mexico that's still got its original fortifications. As for making a living, people here seem to be doing just fine. As of October 2021, the unemployment rate was sitting at a pretty low 4.9%. That's less than the national average. And the folks here, they're pretty happy about their life. The happiness index hits a high note of 8.3 out of 10. But we're not done yet. There's nature's own artwork to admire too. You've got the majestic St. Lawrence River flowing by, the Île d'Orléans just a hop away, and the Laurentian Mountains standing tall. The options for outdoor fun are endless, whatever the season. Number 6, Halifax. Next up is Halifax. This coastal gem is filled with maritime history and culture. Want a journey through time? Check out the Halifax Citadel, the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic, or the Pier 21 National Historic Site. And did I mention the views? Halifax Harbor, the Atlantic Ocean, the iconic Peggy's Cove Lighthouse, all right there. Halifax is pretty affordable compared to bigger Canadian cities like Toronto or Vancouver. Plus, it's known for being friendly and safe. Economically, Halifax is doing pretty well too. It's home to several universities and colleges that offer quality education. The health sector is strong too, with the largest hospital in Atlantic Canada, the QE2 Health Sciences Centre. And let's not forget the booming tourism and technology sectors. If you're someone who loves the sea, history, and a strong sense of community, Halifax might just be the place for you. There are loads of water activities you can enjoy. Plus, it has a rich history dating all the way back to the 18th century. Number 7, Vancouver. This place is the perfect blend for someone who loves both nature and city life. Just picture this. Mountains, forests, and oceans all around you. How cool is that? What's even better is there's no shortage of activities to enjoy. You've got local peaks like Cypress, Grouse, and Seymour for skiing, hiking trails all around, and even Stanley Park right in the city. And if you're more into beach life, there's 9 of them right within the city. Not many cities can say that, right? Now let's talk about the city vibes. Vancouver is incredibly diverse and multicultural. It's not just about the 2.6 million people from all over the world calling it home, but also a thriving arts and culture scene. And talk about a quality of life. It ranks high in cleanliness, safety, healthcare, climate, and education. Foodie? From local produce you can find at farmers markets like the Granville Island Public Market to cuisines from around the world. Sushi, dim sum, pho, tacos, poutine, you name it, Vancouver's got it. Number 8, Saskatoon. And what about Saskatoon? Well, think of it as a small city with big city opportunities. You get the best of both worlds. A city that offers a rich culture, quality education, loads of amenities, without the drawbacks of a big, crowded, and stressful city. And yes, it's pretty affordable too, has a high average income, and a low crime rate compared to other cities. The economy in Saskatoon is super diverse. Mining, agriculture, biotech, education, you name it. And it's also home to several research and innovative centers. So whether you're looking for a job or planning to start your own business, there's a place for you here. But Saskatoon's not just about work. There's a rich cultural heritage dating back to when it was inhabited by indigenous groups. There are museums like the Western Development Museum and the Waniusquen Heritage Park, theaters like the Persephone Theater and the Broadway Theater, and even a variety of festivals. Plus, you can relax in the city's parks and along the Meewasn Valley Trail. Number 9. Oakville. We also have Oakville. Back in 2019, the crime rate was about 1,750 per 100,000 people. That put Oakville 11th among Canadian cities for safety. Plus, according to Maclean's magazine in 2020, it ranked 15th among the best places to live in Canada. Oh, and let's not forget about the excellent schools in the area. And for the post-secondary crowd, there's Sheridan College, one of Canada's leading institutions. Oakville's location is pretty sweet too. You're close to Toronto and Niagara Falls, two of Canada's top tourist destinations. It's part of the Greater Toronto Area, which is a bustling, economically dynamic region. And if you love the water, you've got Lake Ontario right there, with 2 harbors and a marina. Also, Oakville has over 200 parks, trails, gardens, and conservation areas. You can enjoy hiking, biking, boating, fishing, skating, skiing, you name it. Number 10. St. Albert. Alright, so let's chat about St. Albert. This place has history written all over it. It kicked off way back in 1861, thanks to a guy named Father Albert Lacombe. He founded it as a Métis settlement, starting with just a tiny chapel on a place we now call Mission Hill. Fast forward to today, you've got this cool blend of Métis, French, and Catholic vibes all over the city. But it's not just about history and culture. If you're the kind of person who can't get enough of the great outdoors, St. Albert's got you covered. Picture a city embraced by nature, with the Sturgeon River adding to the charm, and the nearby Lewis Hall Centennial Provincial Park offering an adventure at every turn. They've got more trails than you can shake a stick at, 77 parks to laze around, and a whole host of places to get your sport on. Now, let's talk about life in St. Albert. The people here are doing pretty good. Low unemployment, nice incomes, and hardly any crime. Plus, it's got a downtown that's buzzing with life, an amazing farmers market, and a public library that's so good it's won awards. Well, what are you waiting for? Let us know in the comments down below which city are you down for. And if you liked this video, do us a solid and smash that like button. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.